I would say that. Yeah. It's not targeting like a certain group of people specifically, like, oh, this age. No, you might like it. You might be older than me, younger than me.
Right.
So from the talks we've had so far, it seems you write a lot. Do you
Mhm.
freestyle at all, or like off the top, Or?
No, you know what's so funny is no, not like that. Not that I've ever posted, but sometimes I'll be chilling in my car
Young go.
and I'll like I am just something that I'm practicing doing, not because I want to be like this, known as this freestyler, but it really helps
It's an art,
your
yeah.
mind going to just think about what comes to you. Because I feel like, and see, I love that you asked about freestyle because I feel like sometimes I get scared with freestyling. It's like this little block that I don't want to be there. Because when I did dance, we'd have freestyle Fridays. And when I was on the hip hop team, and it was a big circle, you put on music and you dance, and everyone else on the dance team knew that I would not freestyle, no matter what. Even if I wanted to, it was this like
There was a block.
feeling. I always was like maybe scared people judge me. It was this thing that I hated, but I couldn't move past it. And one time the coach even came out. And the coach had like a knee issue. The coach was like dancing and battling me, like calling me out. And I'm telling you, I did not go and dance. I hate talking about it. Like it was just such a coward moment type of thing. But it was just like this fear that I had. So a lot of the times, like I'll put on music and I'll be like, Samara, just do it. And sometimes I'm like, oh shit, that's good. Like sometimes I'll record myself freestyling. And a lot of the songs, I don't want to say it was a freestyle, but it was me just throwing out bars. And I'll be like, okay, you gotta record that because I'll forget. So I feel like it's something that I am really good at doing, but sometimes I jinx myself and get in my own way. So I'm definitely trying to get better with doing that and just just doing it just to have fun sometimes, not to be like so serious, just to have fun.
Right. No pressure.
So in your career so far, was there ever a moment where you felt like you wanted to quit, just give it up, or was there a moment where you had like a writer's block that was so heavy that you were like, man, maybe it's not for me, or like anything in that negative space where it was like, maybe I should just keep pursuing whatever I was doing before this because,
Yeah, I wouldn't say I wanted to quit, which is good because like if you gonna want to quit, you shouldn't want to quit at all. But so soon,
Right.
was your heart really in it, or did you really want to do it? So no, I never want to quit. Writer's block is gonna hit anyone if you're writing like anything, a speech but I feel like that's you being too much in your head.
Yeah.
And I feel like, let's say I hear a song and it's like a lit song or it's a poppin' song, and you think to yourself, I want to make a song. I mean, big artists, right? If they think I want to make a song that's gonna go number one, if that's what you're thinking about, then you're gonna get in your way because you're trying to imitate a sound or you're trying to get this number one or get this hit. But if you're really making music that you genuinely like, you're just making the music because you like to make the music. And if it hits, it hits. And people like it, people like it. People don't. So I feel like if I've ever thought like, okay, I need to make something that maybe sound a little bit like this, sound like no, make something that sound like yourself. I have this uncle who has a studio in his basement, and my first time recording, not officially, but just kind of recording one of my freestyles, I like did a sound or something that I was kind of like, oh no, I want to say it more like this, and he was like, that's flow right there. That's how you say it. Like that's just your flow. And I wanted to sound a certain way that he was like, clearly that's not your natural way of sounding because you're just saying it like this naturally, like that's your flow. And I always think about that sometimes if I'm either recording or writing, because it might be like a weird way to say something, but then every trend starts off like a weird,
yeah.
It's your like all these big artists that are known for doing certain sounds. Even Meg just with her aunt, like that was probably just her fooling around, and people was like, "What are you doing?" But now it's like a thing.
Yeah.
So don't try to jump to the goal or think I want it to be this. Just do it and enjoy the moment and just enjoy doing it. And if it's something that people like, then they're just with it.
Right.
Type thing. Yeah.
And if not, you still got some shit off your chest.
And you can keep going. Like it's something that's supposed to be, I want to say like it's not a one and done type of thing. Something that you live through. You just release. You can just release a ton of music, and let's say no one ever hears it or it never blows or never whatever, but it's still a form of art that you're just doing because you want to do it. It don't need to be solely for the attention of others. Like that's weird. If you really dedicate your whole life to just doing something to get people's attention, yeah, you want people to see it, but that shouldn't be the only reason you're doing it.
That's facts. That's facts.
That's an interesting perspective. Right. I get that. That is true. I never really thought about it like that before.
Yeah.
So what do you want your listeners to gain from your music?
I say confidence, as like cliche as that may sound, just because I'm really just speaking from like my experiences, some of this stuff, and I'm kind of just shouting out who I am, what I'm doing, like coming in hot, for example. Like I'm just saying, I speak about being a black woman, where I'm from. I speak about what I like to do. Like it's kind of just owning like who I am. I will never rap about something that's not like really what I'm doing or what I have or my experience. Though some people say it's like a form of manifestation. I get it to a degree, but for the most part, it's literally just me.
Right.
So you kind of just
its
putting your
rawest form.
personality into your
Yeah,
music.
it's really it's really my personality. Absolutely. Like people that know me and meet me, you'll never hear my music, meet me, and then think like that's
that
weird.
can't be her. Yeah.
Like that don't match. It's gonna make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I like that. That's very interesting. So where do you see yourself? Like what do you want to do in the music industry 5-10 years from now? What do you see yourself doing? Like working with? What's the goal?
Some
I
dream
wouldn't wanna-
collabs or something.
What's the intent?
Yeah, I wouldn't. There's so many things that I want to do, and I understand that I can't start doing them all at once.
Yeah.
So sometimes things lead to other things that lead to other things. So I would love to. I would love to say in like 5 to 10 years, I'm not just somebody that you've seen perform somewhere, you've seen a video of. Maybe you saw me like, co-starring on like a podcast or doing something in a movie or something more than just one direction, because like I want to be an actress, I'm into fashion, I'm into so many things. So maybe I modeled for like New York Fashion Week and did a bunch of other things. So when you see me, you don't just see like, oh yeah, she's a rapper, she makes music. It's, oh, she's pretty dope, she also does this and just more than one type of thing. But definitely growing in that like film entertainment, that's like where my heart's at.
Yeah.
You got some dream collabs, either locally, maybe independent artists that that you may look up to, male or female, and then also obviously the big hitters, the industry, the tastemakers. Do you have any dream collabs?
Okay, I'm gonna start. Ooh, I don't want to say locally, but someone that's like big, that's from Mass, that I love. Not big, but they're definitely growing and they're still huge. Like Bia.
Yeah, yep.
I love Bia because Bia's from Mass,
Yep.
and she's had a song with Nicki, and people know Bia besides people in Mass. So I love that, because they might really like fuck with her and be like, where's Bia from? Oh, she's from Massachusetts. Okay. And I love when people don't know about where I'm from, because that means I get to tell you. So I get to be your demonstration. You don't know about Worcester, you don't know about Mass, you ain't never been to Worcester, but you're gonna think when you hear Worcester, like, I met a really cool girl from Worcester. So I'm putting on for that. So and then of course in the bigger essence of just rapping, people like Nicki, people that are still out making music. I'm a huge fan of Polo G. I've never thought about us necessarily making music together, but I'm a huge fan of just the way he.
Like Polo, I never heard not one of that man's songs.
No, you have. You want to bet? You want to bet? I know you have the radio
You've
one.
heard Rap Star?
You know Rap Star.
You've heard
Pop
Rap
the
Star.
BMW, new deposit. I picked up a bag. Like,
I've never heard the song.
I pop out at your
No
party.
way.
I'm with the gang. Okay.
Yeah, you know
you
Polo.
heard it.
You know Polo.
But even his music that's not too big, I love how poetic he is and lyrical. So
Okay.
I love his music. But
What about Joyner? He's from Worcester.
I would definitely want to, specifically because I've heard some
And
of
he's
his
known
songs.
for visuals too.
He is, his visuals are super fire.
Yeah.
He's also really, really lyrical,
Yeah.
and he's from Worcester.
Worcester.
Like, I love that.
Not
I
even
know it
Mass.
sounds
It's
crazy.
Worcester.
I know it sounds crazy because it's like, why do you love Worcester? I really do. Okay, quick story. I have one of
From
my
the
uncles
Woo.
and his girl, his wife. They always mention when they see me. Remember when you were younger, you were so annoying and always sang those Worcester songs. And I was in a choir, and we had a specific independent composer for our choir who would write songs just about Worcester. I swear to God, like Worcester,
Wow.
the heartbeat of Massachusetts, because it's right in the middle of Mass. So I was in elementary school singing songs specifically about Worcester, written about Worcester, like what we're good at, the first things that started in Worcester. So I've just grown to always like know random facts about Worcester.
That's what's up.
And I think that might be one of the reasons why, like, I
Definitely.
literally love that I'm from Worcester. You'll
We're
never
meant to
hear
be
me
born
tell
in
you that I'm
Worcester.
from. I'll be in
Massachusetts
California,
or
and they'll ask me where I'm
Boston,
from, and I'm not gonna be like Boston. I'm gonna be like,
Worcester.
what's your Massachusetts, but Worcester? It's like, I'm gonna explain it to them, because then they gonna know.
Yeah.
How they gonna know if you just lie and say you from Boston all the time,
Boston, yeah.
or you from the East Coast? Like, say where you're from.
I respect that. I respect that for sure.
Yeah, I know a bunch of random cities because of people I've met that told me they were from them random cities.
Right.
So
There's a lot of dope people in little small Whoa.
Yeah,
Telling you.
there's a lot of huge stars too that come out of
That's right.
outskirts or
For
smaller
sure.
cities.
I agree.
So I got this perspective, right? And I think people who are early in their music making career can give better advice to people than someone who's been doing it for a while. And my thought process behind that is the person who's been doing it for a while, it's almost become formulaic and it's so natural to them that they may not be able to explain what they're doing. It just comes out. But I think people like you and me who are early in our careers of making music, we have to almost practice. You know what I mean? We sit down, we write, we record, and then we record songs that we just delete right after. And it was like, no, that wasn't it, but it was good practice. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, like, do you have any advice for someone who, like you said, that person that isn't that confident to maybe release something yet or whatever, or like don't know how to approach even making a song? Because you've done 3 already that you've released, and they came out very well. So it's like, obviously you're onto something. So how would you explain to somebody like, hey, this is a way you could approach music, or like any advice you would give them to creating a song?
Yeah, okay. So I definitely like that perspective because I feel like it's valid and it makes sense.
Yeah,
Like it may not always be true, but it does make sense.
yeah.
I feel like, and this can even be advice for myself as well, instead of looking at yourself as this completed artist, look at yourself as this growing artist.
Mm.
When you see yourself as someone growing in a craft and not someone that's just already perfected it or doing it, you allow yourself to maybe record something that and be like, oh, that didn't sound that good, let's try it again,
Mm.
versus being so frustrated because it just wasn't already done. Like you're still, it's almost like when you think of
Forever
a
learning.
teacher and they just start teaching,
Yeah.
teachers make mistakes. Teachers sometimes need to double check and look because they're growing and learning that skill. So instead of thinking you're just completed, like I'm an artist, I'm gonna just put out music that's gonna be done. You're a growing artist. You're aspiring. You're still figuring out your sound and what you like to do. So you're allowing and giving yourself grace to maybe mess up on a performance or F up a lyric. You're allowing yourself to make those mistakes because you don't see yourself as something already done. You know that you're still like taking your time with it.
Mm.
That's what I was saying.
Okay. So how intricately do you put your personal life into your music? And do you feel like you owe anybody a warning when you bar them up?
What do you mean?
Like, for example, like, you got friends here. So let's say you had a little with them. You feel me? And then, like you said, you caught that energy. That Holy Ghost came to you. You got to write in 10 minutes. Boom, 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 boom. Didn't say her name or nothing like that. But boom, boom, boom. And it's to the point where it's like, she probably knows who you talking about, but nobody else do. Do you think you owe her like that? That like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I was mad in the moment. But it's hard though. Like it's
I'm
hard.
not gonna lie. I want to say most of like my most of my actual friends,
Yeah.
they never just Samir dropped a song. They either know the title or know that it's coming.
Right.
But I respect a good bar.
Yeah.
Like if we spoke about it, like it's not gonna hit you by blind. No, you're gonna know.
If
'Cause
they
most of
earned
the time,
it, they earned
they
it.
hear it. Most of the time,
If they earned it, they earned it.
a lot of my friends come with me to the studio or they hear the bar, so it's never gonna be something that just struck you like, oh my god, I didn't expect her to say that.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna be anything like
Crazy.
grimy or me airing out your business type stuff. But say I mentioned like a really good bar or metaphor about like
A situation.
just between us or something that had happened. Like I respect a good bar. Like that's like dang. And I feel like a lot of my friends too will probably be like, nah, that was kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
And
You got crazy, but it was hard.
yeah. So I don't think I necessarily owe anybody anything. And it is my personal life, but I'm also not someone that's I wouldn't say I'm open, but I have no problem explaining
vulnerable,
things
yeah.
or saying things. Like it's not something that I'm like trying to do. So
Yeah.
a lot of the times the stuff in my songs, like it really did happen. Yeah.
'Cause
So
I think vulnerability is really important in music. You know what I mean? Because that's how people understand who you are, who
Makes
never
you
met you
relatable.
before. You know,
Yeah.
it adds that relatability to the music and things of that nature. So that's good that you kind of feel that way. You know.
Yeah.
Is there anything that people are watching that you want them to know that maybe we don't know about you, or is there anything, some big surprises coming up? Anything that you want people that are watching this pod to know?
Especially a video. I love visuals too.
I do. I love
What's
visuals.
two truths and a lie? Anything?
Who said two truths and a lie? Boy, get your ass out of here.
Okay, I will probably do 2 truths and lies. I think it's fun, but I kind of already said it. Like I do plan on dropping a project in the summer.
Okay.
And whatever is dropped, it won't just be like 5 songs. It'll come with either 1 or 2 visuals. It'll come with shoots. It'll be literally like a project, not an essay. It'll be a project. So you gotta have, you know, a good project can't just have a PowerPoint. Can have some pictures in that PowerPoint. You have a bunch of words. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want you to give up all your sauce, but like, do you have like a concept? Is it like a concept project, or is it like I'm just gonna make the 5 best songs that I can make that sound good together, or like, do you have any theme or anything that you got going? Even a tentative name, anything like that?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say it's a theme going. It's really just
5 best joints I could
doing the best I can do, and the songs that I feel like are dope, and visuals. My sister helps me with a lot of the creative directing. No matter what it is, the visuals are gonna be good because I have like I don't want to say like a team, but I got good friends that's gonna help.
Family business, huh?
Yeah, that's gonna help me do this. My friend does my hair. This one does my makeup, so it's gonna look good. And the guy I go to do my videos, he's really good. Like that's quality, hard. Everything's going quality.
Quality
whatever
over
I
quantity.
do,
that's hard.
One of my friends even said that too. They was like, you know, whatever I do, like it or not, the quality gonna be good. It's gonna sound good. The picture quality is gonna be good. The video's gonna be good. It's gonna be good quality.
I like that.
Yeah. Let me see. 2 truths and a lie. Y'all gonna be the ones guessing?
I will.
Of course.
Okay. 2 truths and a lie. Okay. I chipped my tooth. I was. Dang, where am I even about to go with this?
Chip your tooth is the first one.
Okay. I chipped my tooth.
Chip your tooth.
My first car was black.
First car was black.
And
that's a curveball right there.
And I've been to Texas.
And you've been to Texas. You trying to give the camera a quick smile real quick? Just to,
you trying to prove that?
All right.
You definitely ain't chip your tooth.
I'm gonna go with your first car was not black.
Okay. So I did chip my tooth. I have a chipped tooth. I got it filled, but it's bad. I got a little slant on the bottom.
Yeah, I seen it a little bit. That's why I said a smile.
Let me see.
Don't see that? Barely, right? I got it filled.
Praise God, it was good.
So the lie was the black car. My first car wasn't black. My first car was tan.
Yo, just give me my flowers right now.
Yeah,
boy.
Yeah. Pretty easy ones.
Just give me my flowers.
Yeah. And I've been to Texas. Come on now.
Come on, everybody go to Texas.
What did you do out in Texas?
Yeah.
I went a couple of days after my birthday last year, and it was super fun. Like, what didn't you do in Texas? It was lit. We ate really good food.
Houston?
Went to really good.
Houston?
Yeah, it was in Houston. We stayed in like the conventional center area, so it was around everything. I had some really good Creole food, which I was so excited about because I always wanted to try some real good gumbo.
New Orleans, baby.
Yeah, I had some really good gumbo. I was so excited. I appreciate like good cultural like food. So I had so much fun. I turned up.
Where else have you been?
My family's from San Diego, so I'm always like, I go to San Diego. I've been to LA. I've been to Atlanta.
San Diego. Who was that?
Born in San Diego.
You talking about San Diego?
Yeah.
It is. It's one like top 5 beautiful places. It's so pretty. I've been to Minnesota.
Minnesota? What was you doing out there?
Yo, people be so surprised. My dad lives in Minnesota. So as a kid, I always go to Minnesota. Yo, let me tell you right now.
Yeah, what's in Minnesota?
I promise you, people be so surprised. Like when the whole riots for George Floyd and stuff was happening, that was Minnesota. Looting, throwing things down. People were shocked. Like, what are they doing? There's mad black people in Minnesota.
It's crazy.
And the biggest mall in the whole country, Mall of America, is in Minneapolis.
No, it's not.
Swear to God, the biggest mall in the whole country is in Minneapolis.
Did you go?
What?
I've been there, yeah.
How big is it?
They have roller coasters up in there.
In the mall?
That's
in the mall.
That's OD. What?
In the mall. Look at Mall of America in Minneapolis. It's huge. And they're by the border of like Fargo, North Dakota, like where they live now.
Oh my God, that's my favorite show
I've been
ever.
to Fargo.
That's the best show I ever watched in my life.
Fun fact. Fargo wasn't actually shot in Fargo.
Where was it shot at?
Moorhead, Minnesota, 15 minutes away. I've been to Moorhead too.
Whoa. Let me find out Minnesota's low key lit.
The Midwest is lit. Like the Milwaukee's, the Iowa. I swear to God, you're going to be so surprised.
Iowa.
Michigan, like Midwest got a lot of things going on. People be so surprised. I swear to you.
Damn.
Don't go to Montana. Don't go to Montana. No black people in Montana. But Minnesota? No, statistically.
Utah,
I don't know about Utah.
I don't know about Utah.
I do want to go to Utah.
Just Kanye. Wyoming.
Any live shows in Houston?
We went during
anywhere?
Juneteenth weekend, and there was so many stuff happening, but we didn't get to go. Live shows. Should I go to any shows? I was in Atlanta. I was in the clubs in Atlanta. So I guess maybe. Actually, no,
Said sorta.
there was some when I was in Atlanta. There was some rappers that were
Popped
there,
up,
made
did a little walkthrough.
appearances. Yeah, like I saw like Moneybag, stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. But I studied abroad in the Dominican Republic in 2022, the spring. So I was living out there, and we went to like an Osuna concert. And there was a bunch of like shows and just local stuff. Like they're just lit. It don't matter where you are in the DR. It'll just be the small, like just locally, people are having so much fun. So a lot of cool stuff there.
So now that you're an artist, when you go to these shows, do you kind of lock in a different way than other people do? Like, yo, this is a performer right here, or that was a little mid. I would probably not want to do that if that was me up there. Like, do you kind of pay attention in a way that maybe before you were actively recording and releasing music that you may have not done before?
Yeah,
or even like music videos or just any type of visuals. Do you approach them in a different way of like a learning process instead of on top of enjoying it?
I'm definitely watching and observing, and I always have like my little promo cards and stuff. Like I went to like 2.
You got that with intentions.
Yeah, I do. I went to the 2-time Poetry was out here. Like I went there and like I met his DJ and his brother and gave them like my cards. And when I went to Mexico too, it was so much fun in Cancun. We had like every club we went to.
What you just talking about Mexico?
Yeah,
it was so much fun. The DJs like out there, they were playing my songs in the clubs.
That's hard.
So yeah, it was fun. I don't know if they did it in Puerto Rico too. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but I definitely like would try to talk. DC. Oh my God, we did a brunch. DC, we went to DC. Look at me forgetting.
What I was going to DC?
We had so much fun. Went to DC recently.
I want to go there
the first
so
weekend
bad.
of December, and they were playing my song. I went to this it was a brunch spot, but it was more like brunch into like after hours spot. And they played my song, and so many girls loved it. And some girls was even taking pictures of me, kind of just like, when you blow up, I want to say I met you. Taking pictures of me, and I was like, oh my God, yeah.
She said heard you.
So yeah, I definitely, and my friends, one's with me now, and anytime I go, I promise you, all my friends got at least 5 to 10 of my cards in their wallet at all times. And when we go to the club,
oh yeah,
when we go,
you got one. Let me see.
They more than
when we
friends.
go to the in the car. When we go to the club,
I'll play with you.
I'd be like, girls, we're here for business. If a guy try to talk to you,
give me your card.
Give him the card, and they do. I swear to God, they do.
That's hard. No,
photographers, radio people, like
that's hard.
Seriously. So we really be there on a mission.
Period.
I respect that. That's hard. Cause it ain't easy to put yourself out there. You feel me? That's not hard. You know,
my friends generally fuck with my music, which makes me feel good because we're the latest. The latest girls I know be me and my friends. When we're out, we're the latest ones out.
In the building,
so when people see us turned up to a song, they're gonna want to be like,
right,
"Oh my God, what is this?" Yeah,
people feel energy. They want to catch
absolutely,
it. Yeah.
And we always have that energy. Yeah,
that's amazing.
Cause you know what? Like when you think about it, like Rick Ross, he listened to Drake music. Drake listened to Rick Ross. Like they all friends.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like it's so important. Like one of the best things that you can do for your friend that's an artist is listen to their music
Support
in the car, listen to their music in the shower. Like that's your friend. Like fuck a Drake. He already got he got his.
And they will, and they'll send me like them recording, listening to it, and they'll all know all the words. It used to be like so funny because when I would like spit and just start rapping one of my songs, it was almost like parts I didn't have to like rap because they'd be doing like the ad libs and rapping. It was like kind of cool. Like I like that.
When they know the ad libs, that's real.
Yeah,
that's real love.
Like we all rapping it. Like I'll start going and I'll stop and they'll be like, yeah, and they'll get it and they'll come back in. So it's like a thing. It's dope.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard. Awesome. Have you done any live shows yourself?
Yeah.
And if not, do you plan on getting some soon? I know COVID kind of.
Yeah, last year I did my first one with like my music. It was out improv. Shout out to Improv. I met DJs out there, and they'll play my songs. Like even if it's not a showcase, he like fuck niggas. He loved that song, so he would play it just kind of out on a Friday night type stuff, which is dope. I definitely feel like getting in tune, like you know, knowing your DJs and stuff. They're gonna be the ones to like play
your music outside.
So people gonna ask.
Yeah, and he was dope. He did that for me, and I also opened up for Ruby Rose in October. She came to Lowell. That was super lit. And because the way me and my friends move, it wasn't just like, oh, we opened up, she performed it. No, I was talking to her, I got a picture with her, we was dancing with her. Like I made sure to get my, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm
lasting. They remember you.
Yeah, exactly. So it was dope.
Residuals, baby.
And I'm definitely trying to do more shows and like appearances like this now before dropping music, just so there's other videos and things people can look at.
Know who you are. Like you need that visibility. Ain't nobody gonna know who you are unless if you don't talk about it. You know.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let them know where they can find you.
YaGrlTam, YaGrlTam on all social media platforms.
That's IG,
Apple Music,
Facebook, Twitter.
Spotify, TikTok, YaGrlTam _ I got a good my most following is on TikTok.
That's all.
Really?
I got almost 5,000. I'm so excited.
Really?
Congrats.
How'd you gain
Yeah.
those followers?
I swear to you, like I'm trying to find like a how do you say? Is it niche or niche?
Niche.
Niche.
Either one.
But I wouldn't say I have one. Most of my videos have gone viral, like almost 200,000. Is really me just talking. That's how I know it's really just my personality. And I don't be looking like this is my TikTok.
Yeah.
I be having my bonnet on and I'm laying in the bed. I'm eating food, licking my finger. Like I'm really doing
In your
regular
element.
stuff.
Yeah.
And most of my videos, like my most viral video, it was me wearing like a freckle filter. And I wasn't even talking. I was like, oh my God, natural freckles. And everybody was just commenting like, oh my God, girl, I love your freckles. And it was like a joke because obviously it ain't mine.
Yeah.
Right.
And that was it.
Right.
So it's just me doing nothing.
Do you feel like it's easier to build like on TikTok or with any other opposed to any other social media?
Yeah, not just because I've done it, but like I want to say on regular, I get between 50 and 100 followers a day on TikTok.
Really?
A day.
That's crazy.
A day. And it's so crazy. I never thought of myself like a TikToker. But then
Right.
one morning, it wasn't even 8 a.m. I swear I already posted 5 videos.
How?
Scrolling, just posting like sounds that become trendy. You just hop on it.
And use it.
That's so true.
Like it don't have to be anything crazy, just
Yeah.
regular stuff. But you can definitely build more of a following
Yeah.
on places like TikTok. And what I like that IG's trying to do is IG got that real page. Because if you're on your Instagram, you're only seeing people that you follow.
know,
So
yeah.
you're looking at a limited audience.
Right.
If I'm posting my music every day to my Instagram page, it's only the same motherfuckers that follow
Seeing
me.
your
They're
shit.
gonna see that. Where is that growing? If
Yeah.
you share it, it might reach one other person.
Right.
If you post something as a reel, which is what I do, I post reels. I'm not posting the clip.
She's giving
There's
game
a
right now.
separate reel page that's like TikTok. So you're scrolling and it's strangers. So now you're allowing a wider audience to view your. I got reels that on Instagram that got 20,000 views. I got like 4,000. Feel like maybe a lot of people are more aware now that like being independent within this music industry, even when you get a big following, is probably the best way you want to go.
Yeah.
If you're not with somebody reading that contract like
Yeah.
in and out, because when people get screwed over,
Mm.
and more people are celebrating being independent,
Right.
because you think, how am I gonna make money? How am I gonna do this being independent? But you can be independent and do hostings.
Right.
You can be independent and have a YouTube,
Right.
have these social media things that labels don't need their hands in, that you
Right.
can do, that you can also make music from. That's one thing I like about TikTok is if your sound blows up on TikTok or that video, you can start a creator fund or
Mm.
you have to have like 10,000 followers to be able to start it, but you'll get paid to make videos. So, you know, you might not be a big star, but if a sounds, and there's like DJs on TikTok that'll just make sounds or
Mixes and-
collage, mixes and sounds that people like, and they'll just use for regular content, anything, hair, nails, dancing. That creator can get money for that. So
It's nuts.
I don't want to say the label's not necessary. They handle a lot of other work, but
Yeah.
people are realizing that you can
It's
do a
possible
lot.
to do it on your own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can do a lot of stuff without them. And that's what makes them scared. But people are getting money that aren't even signed. Getting good money too.
Right.
So,
Good money. Okay.
So before we wrap it up, give me your favorite bar on one of your songs. What's your favorite bar or two?
okay.
Everybody got one. I got one.
Okay.
so, yeah.
I'm going to say it. And I'm not going to say it's the favorite because I think it's the hardest bar.
Perform
When
it.
I performed it,
Yeah.
every single person that knows my song knows
that
this
bar?
bar.
Talk your shit.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'm not going to say the full. I'm going to say it short, but
Okay.
big personality. I do it for the masses. Shout out to my state. Though we small, I'm from masses. Everybody that hears that knows that part. I swear to God, like they know it. They can vouch that. And it's like, I don't like, and I'm telling you, the crowd, like you just feel it. Everybody gets lit to that bar. So I love that bar. And it's me shouting out where I'm from.
Back to it, baby.
Right,
Back to
bringing it right
I
back
love
to
that
Worcester.
people love that bar
Yep.
because people will start remembering where's she from. Big personality, do for the mass, massive, mass.
Right.
And I love that one because it's mass and it's mass, sis.
Right.
And it's I do it for the masses and the
Masses.
collective, the people.
Okay, then.
One tongue.
Little pen.
Physics.
I hear the pen. I
It's
see
like
the
a
pen.
triple. It's like a triple.
It's a triple. I hear the pen. I see the pen.
Mass, sis, mass.
Yeah.
It's literally
baby.
physics around here.
So, Tim, where can we find you one more time before we wrap this up?
YaGrlTam everywhere. YaGrlTam on Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, all my music. YaGrlTam, Amazon Music. Everything.
Amazon Music too.
Amazon Music too. Pandora too.
Pandora.
Mm.
Yeah, I got a Pandora. So your girl Tam, follow, and I follow you back. Tune into my music. Stay
There
tuned.
we have it. Thank you so much for popping out to the show and tell.
Thank y'all for having me. I had
Thank you,
so much
Tam.
fun.
Thank you so much. All right, everybody. That is it for this episode of Show and Tell After Dark. We had Tam. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Come meet the family.
All right. We out, baby.
Alrighty.
Yes, sir.